little bit of breaking news right now from Adam Schefter, over at ESPN, and I think it's kind of a little bit of a doozy, if you ask me, because I feel like this could be news that Raiders fans could be looking for, and I feel like it could be also kind of one of those things that any NFL team is looking for, especially with a player like this. Breaking news from Adam Schefter this morning: Cowboys are likely to release wide receiver Amari Cooper by the start of the new league year, per league sources. Cooper is due $20 million in fully guaranteed money on the 5th day of the new league year, March 20th. Now, I'm not one to say, that a guy or an organization, for that matter, should bring back a guy, but let's explore this, because obviously with the Henry Ruggs situation, prayers for everyone involved in there. It's clearly a difficult situation, and absolutely our sympathies go out to everyone involved. But when the Raiders had him on the field, he was a special player. And having that extra kind of a player on the field did a lot for the Raiders' offense. And I think the question now remains, should the Las Vegas Raiders bring back wide receiver Amari Cooper? I think it's a good question, because if you saw what he did for the first couple of seasons with the Raiders, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, obviously had a couple of 1,000-yard receiving seasons with the Cowboys, has never had double-digit touchdowns, but not a lot of wide receivers have, has had over 7,000 receiving yards in his career, and is only 27 years old. So there's a couple things I think about this. Number one, now, I'm not sure how it works in terms of dead money for the Cowboys and what they're looking at there, but in fully guaranteed money, I don't know if it's different if he's released. I'm not sure if he's going to have to, a team is going to have to go pick up that same contract, because if not, the Raiders should look at this. But if they have to pay that $20 million, I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. And that's nothing against Amari Cooper. He's a really good wide receiver, and I think moving forward he could be a big part of an NFL team's offense. But the Raiders have so many weapons: Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow. They need one more piece. And like we've said, there is a lot of things they could do in terms of adding another wide receiver through the draft that I think could actually help them out quite a bit, instead of having to pay potentially $20 million a year. I think there's a lot of different avenues they could go about improving that specific position for the team. So I think moving forward, if they can get him, maybe either whether it's a renegotiation or whatever has to happen, if he's willing to come back for 5 to 10 a year, I would do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. I don't see that happening though. So I do think that the Raiders would definitely have to pass on this, because I think it's one of those things where, again, he did some good things back in the day, but I also think, to my recollection, I believe it was like a drop problem or something that he was having a couple of years ago. So, I think Amari Cooper would be an interesting add to this offense, but I don't think now is the time for the Raiders to bring back Amari Cooper. I think, maybe down the road when he's, when he's on the tail end of his career, maybe that's a thing they could look into. But for right now, there's too much talent in this draft. There's too much things that the Raiders need to address to be able to waste $20 million. It's not necessarily a waste, but that's a lot of money for a wide receiver. So I think the Raiders need to keep their heads on straight, continue looking at these wide receivers in the draft right now, and just kind of see which one could potentially come in right away and have a huge impact for their team in the future. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. Make sure you guys give us a like and a follow there. Also, you'll find our link to our iTunes. Give us a listen and sub there. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com, or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think if the Las Vegas Raiders should bring back wide receiver Amari Cooper.